Okay, hopefully things are working as intended right now. So if you're in chat and if you can hear me, let me know, because I don't know what's going on right now. I don't have. It's been a while since we've done this, and I don't have my headphones on, so I can't hear shite right now. But yes, no. Today we are planning to have a nice little chill stream. But first, we're going to start off with some coffee with Chaos, because I always do. It's my first coffee of the day. I need it. So what am I planning to do today? Well, if the cover image on the stream didn't give things away, we're doing a bit of hobby stuff today, and I've got some Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine Terminators I want to put together, and I have a bunch. If that does not take that much time, I also have a bunch of pre-put together, pre-sprayed Space Marines that I'm planning to paint. So I'm curious to see how well this goes, because I spent all morning and part of last night setting up a little jerry-rig system so that we can actually see what the hell I'm doing. Oh wow, look at that. So professional. I just suspended a freaking camera up above top. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this out and seeing how well this works. But right now I'm just going to sit and chill and have some coffee and see how things are going, because looking over at the stream, apparently the bitrate is absolutely awful right now, and I don't know why. But I'm not really sure how to fix that right now. It's been so long since I've done any proper streaming, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. So yes, today we are going to be having a nice chill time. I even have some Blood Angel upgrade packs, although these ones don't really work for the Terminators, because these ones are basically just for standard Primaris Marines, which can be used for normal Marines as well, but everyone uses Primaris these days, and some Aggressors. Although I don't imagine the Aggressor pads... Yeah, the Aggressor pads and the Terminator pads are slightly different scales, so they wouldn't work anyway. Not that I would want them to anyway, because they've got a little fin on one side, which Terminators don't have. Even the upgraded scale ones don't have that these days. And yes, I finally got my butt back into 40k. I've been originally I started playing in paintings when I was around 13 years old, so well, I'm going to sound old now, but 27 years ago. Back then, I was a avid Ultramarine collector, because everybody starts off with the Ultramarines, don't they? Aussie. But later on, I got a bit bored of the Ultra Smurfs. I mean, back then they didn't have anything really unique going for them. They didn't have the unique stylings back then. So yeah, so I ended up reading a bunch of the different codexes back in the day, and came across the Blood Angel Codex, and I instantly fell in love with the +1 strength initiative on. I mean the deep lore and nobility of the chapter. No, I fell in love with them mainly because of game mechanics, because they hit hard when you're charged. But I've loved them ever since, and that's what that's what I'm sticking with right now. Because I have actually already painted up a good amount of Blood Angels. I've got around about a little over 1,000 points worth of Blood Angels painted up already. I got a couple of heroes that I put together, a couple of Dreadnoughts and Impulse. Basically what I ended up doing was I got the Leviathan box set, the standard Leviathan starter box set, which came with the Flamethrower Marines and a set of Terminators, along with the Terminator Captain. So those are all put together, those are all painted. And I also got the Blood Angel Combat Box. This Blood Angel Combat Box came with, if I remember rightly, 3 aggressors, 5 intercessors, 5... what's the word I'm looking for? They're not scouts anymore. Infiltrators, that one. And it came with an impulsor as well, so the one of the transports, and a librarian. Pretty sure that's it. I can't quite remember off the top of my head, however. So those are all put together. Those are all painted. And recently I picked up a bunch of jump back intercessors. So, for lack of to use the old terminology, a couple of assault squads. Because I really enjoy my assault squads. Well, Blood Angel players, of course I do. But these days, the Blood Angels don't get +1 strength initiative on a charge, because initiative is no longer a thing. They get +2 strength and +1 attack on a charge. Which, arguably, is even better, considering that in 10th edition, when you charge, you automatically get the fights first keywords. Which means that you, as it says on the tin, you fight first. So yeah. I'm still learning the rules these days because I stopped playing around 4th edition. And I tried getting back into the game around 9th, but at that point the game was just so bloated and so complicated I didn't know what the bloody hell I was doing and how to do anything. But now I'm fully back on the Blood Angel bandwagon. I have some Tyranids as well, but they're not fully painted up yet. I still need to do some gloss varnish on some of them. But yeah, I've still got one of my old conversion jobbies I did back in the day. This has just been following me around for like the last few years. I'll do a better view of this later with the overhead cam. But yeah. So like I said, the plan is, let's actually change over here, to put these guys together. And first of all, my main decision is which of the heavy weapons am I going to be going for? Are we going to be going for the heavy flamer? Are we going to be going for the multi-cannon? Or are we going to be going for the cyclone missile launcher? And I'll be honest, I'm going for the cyclone missile launcher. I love those things because it gives you just so much more versatility. Because if I remember rightly, it gives you the ability to have frag and crack grenades, which is great against either thing. And considering that the Marine still has the ability to use the... what's the word I'm looking for? Use the Storm Bolter, that's great. Now the question, however, is do I lose a... I can't remember if you lose the Power Fist now or not, because you used to lose the Power Fist when you were using a Cyclone Missile Launcher. So this is the confusing bit for me right now. So I don't know if we have to have the little targeting light, the little targeting lens on the Power Fist arm, or what, I don't know. I've got a pointing Power Fist, so is that anything to do with it? I don't know. I haven't put this kit together before. The kit that I put together last time was not this one. And right now I don't actually see any option for like a marker light. And I'm well aware marker lights are more to do with Tau, so yes, be quiet, I know. But I'm not entirely sure what what I need to have here. And I should probably, considering it's the first time me putting this particular set together, I should probably go and see where the hell I've put the book for it. So I'll be back in a second. Yeah, sorry about that. Totally didn't think to bring the actual book with me. So, let's see. Cyclone missile launcher. Yeah, it does have... It has a power fist, but it also has a little... where is it? It seems to also have a little... Yeah. It has got a little marker light on there. But I'm not sure if that's separate or if that's a specific power fist. So yeah, I guess that'll be one of the things to find out. So I don't know, power fist's not there. So at least I know roughly what it looks like. So it's not there. Is it the one that is it attached to the back? It looks like it might be attached there. So it'll be on the rear end. So it's not that one. Chain fists. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Where are you? You know what? It'll tell me on the freaking numbers, won't it? Oh. Why did I have to choose the one that was the most pain in the butt to deal with? It looks like it is attached, but where the hell? I don't seem to see anywhere that tells me where to find it. It's telling me how to put the actual Cyclone missile launcher itself together, which is great. That's perfect. My question is where is the actual marker light then? I'll probably find it once we start taking these things off the sprue. So yeah, oh well. Let's actually start with doing that then, shall we? Yeah, I actually do have my good clippers with me. Because I do have a couple of sets of clippers, but one of them is not great. Now, let's see. Might as well start off with the torsos, because that's a nice little place to start with. There's one. There's the second almost. Come here. I'll be cleaning these up a bit later. I'm not going to worry about that too much now. And I am curious as to find out how well these are going to be putting together, because I've been putting the assault intercessors, the jump back intercessors together, and their legs are a bit of a pain in the butt, but it's not that bad, I'll be honest. It could be worse. The first set I put together are a bit more of a pain in the butt than the second set, because the second set, I knew at that point what I was doing, but as I said, to now, the only Terminators I've put together at the moment... okay. So they have... okay. I see how this goes. Alright. So that's the rear of the torsos. I've got one more torso rear somewhere. There it is. And part number 4, there we go. So that's those, and now I need the torso fronts. And this is going to be, I already have a Terminator squad, a squad of Terminators, but that's going, I'm having this as a second squad of Terminators, so I'm not having, I don't want to have a 10-man squad just at this moment. Reason being is because I have 2 heroes in Terminator realm, and I want the option for them to both come down with their own Terminator squads, so that they're not going to be all by the Billy No Mates, because that's not going to be fun. if when I'm fighting my friend's Drukhari next, and all of a sudden one guy drops down and he gets hit with a lot of pain lasers. Or whatever the Drukhari have, the BDSM weapons. Another torso, another couple of torso fronts. And there's one here, and there's two here. Yes, there's two here. Okay. I have to keep remembering where the camera is above me, so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Because this is all new to me. Like I said, I jerry-rigged that camera together last night and this morning. This morning was mostly for the ring light around it, and finding a way to keep both things powered, because that was a pain in the butt. But if this ends up working out quite nicely, maybe I'll do this again, maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. But clipping things out is not exactly the most riveting of things at the moment anyway. So there we go, that's those torsos done for now. So after the torsos, it would appear we have... Where are they? There we go. We've got like we've got a lower abdomen area here. So then the torso gets put together, and that then sits on the top of this. So what I'm thinking is putting the torsos together and putting these abdomens together with the legs onto the bases first, because then I can decide what kind of dynamic I can kind of decide on a dynamic pose at that point. So I think we'll do that. But I want to have these together first, because then we can decide on heads and so on. Now where the hell did I put my glue? There it is. I did actually get things ready, and I did prepare things. And yeah, I'd have more than enough glue left. Oh no. Okay, so let's see. The seams will be basically along here and here. And I don't know where this is gonna sit. Let's see. Yeah, seems there. Okay. So it is where I thought it was. They are very similar to the old Terminator torsos. Ah, right. Having to get used to where things are pointing. So that's one put together. The next one, put a little bit of glue along here and along here. And that should be enough. I'll clean these up before I spray them. Just remove a little bit more of the excess glue. But yeah, I think it's probably best to put the glue onto this first, especially since it keeps coming out, it keeps rushing out a little faster than I expect it to with this applicator. There we go. That's that one. And let's get these ones put together. Doop doop. Now I actually kind of got thought of doing this because I was watching a buddy of mine, VTuber goes by the name of Osma Maverick. He was doing a stream, but he didn't have a camera, so he was just showing pics every so often of what he was doing, and that kind of thing bugs me a little bit because he's entertaining and everything, and I do enjoy watching him. So he makes up for it in other ways. But I like to be able to have people see what I'm doing. So yeah, that's what I like to do. That's this one. So that's the top of the torsos put together at least. That's those 5 put together. Right round finger. There we go. I'm so used to using that finger. Oh, yeah, I need to remember to actually have my coffee because it's starting to go cold. So yeah, next, like I said, let's get the bases. So we've got 5 bases. Yes, I'm aware, black on black. Maybe I'll actually move myself over to this side. That might actually work a little better, considering that I spend most of my time on my hands in this area, so that I'm not covering over my hands, and that when I'm looking over at this one of the stream, one of the camera things over there, because I've got one there and one there, so regardless of which way I'm looking. But yeah, I also have, you know what, we also have some music if we need to, but we'll see. If anybody requests it, I'll put some nice little bit of chill music on, but at the moment I'm not too worried about that. Actually, you know what, bugger it, let's just do it. Let me know if it ends up being a bit too loud and or soft, because I don't know how this sounds. I am pretty sure that I am personally louder than it, because I do speak quite loudly. Alright, okay, that's why. Like that. Now my question is... okay, I see how that goes. That actually sits... Because we've got, if I bring this up here, we have a little protruding section here. And that seems to fit right into the negative space here. So it doesn't seem as though I can rotate them too much. So it looks like they have to sit straight, pretty much, which is fine. That's not a huge issue. But if that's the case, then there's no point of me gluing them together differently, gluing the legs on first and then gluing these on. It depends, really. Well, either way, let's try it. So that one was number 55. So, I suppose that doesn't really matter, but let's go for these two legs that were sitting right next to it, physically on the sprue. Because that's most likely going to be the best option. Because I don't want to mix and match too much at the moment when I don't know how these are going to interact just yet. Because you could end up trying to mix and match the pieces to have them, but to try and come out with a different pose that most people and other people are not going to have. And that can be a pain in the butt if it ends up looking a little different to what you expected. Now, we need two shin guards as well. So let's go for this one. We have one with the crux terminatus on there. And the other one with the actual knee pad. Because if I remember correctly, let's have a look. Yeah, does it actually have a knee pad? What was that? Yeah, it does. The knee pad is the left leg, and the crux terminatus is the right leg. They're only going to go on one way. So that's the two legs, and that's one area there. So let's put these on. So crux terminatus, that's going to go, come on. Wait, no, that is wrong. Yeah, that's the opposite side. So what's going on here? Let's have a look here. Oh, right, okay. So it varies. It depends. Yeah, it looks like these ones are both the same side. So I've pulled two of the wrong one off. So I want one that goes for the opposite ends. That'll be this one then. Because what we have is... there we go. This side we've got a little notch in there, and the opposite side we haven't. And I just realised I've actually taken a little bit of the sprue off here with me, and I don't need it. So there we go. So that will go onto this one. Because that little notch fits in line with the little... like a little cylinder here. So that's what we're doing. Put that one in there, although it does feel like I haven't made much contact with the glue there. So let's put a little bit more inside the actual shin guard. And hopefully that will actually connect now. Yeah, that feels like it's made a connection now. Good. Awesome. That's that one. And because that one does not have a crux terminatus on there, and by crux terminatus I mean the little skull, the little cross with a skull on it. This thing, that's known as a crux terminatus. It's basically a Terminator honour. It's given to people that are veterans. At least I'm pretty sure that's what the law used to be. Oh wait. Oh wait, no, that is the right one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it works. It's gone in. Awesome. It's something that's given to Space Marines that are veterans that have proven themselves worthy to wear Terminator armour. So that's what that is. And that's both those legs. Okay, so they now need to be connected to the waist here. So that's the front, so that will go this way around, and that will go into there. Oh no, come back! No, come back! Let me love you. So that's that one, and then that's that one. It does feel like they're not that posable, but now the legs are together, which is great. Now I'm kind of used to this, because I remember the old Terminators used to have the front and the back, and then you had the legs, and then you could just pop them in, but then you could actually rotate them, but this one doesn't feel like you can. So, let's see, let's actually add some glue around here. Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting where the camera's pointing. It's a pain in the butt. And then that goes, I believe, oh no, oh, fine, let's put the legs on after. Because that doesn't feel like it's matching up at all. Are these different? Are these like unique to each one? Let's see. No. No. No, it's definitely not that one. Okay. It's not that one. Looks like it could be this one. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. That's actually set fast into that one. So if that's the case, let's actually connect it to this one. Move those out the way. Yeah, that looks way better. And now I've got to put the legs back on, because I knocked them off. So right, okay. Note for the future, don't bother putting the legs on first. It does not work. Now we know this. That's that one, and then that one. So that's the legs, and then we can attach this to the base. I'm not going to worry about cleaning the bottom of the feet off too much, because we are going to be putting some texture on these bases, so even if one foot is ever so slightly raised up other than the other one, it's not going to cause an issue. I've been doing this for years, honest. The thing is, I knew that was going to happen. I'm just an idiot. But yeah, so that's the legs onto the waist and the torso. I'm going to have them sit a little bit further back off the base. So now we've got to get all the waist areas. Which one was that one? That was a normal one. Okay, so we have to. There's another waist. So we'll clip that one out. Because what I've noticed is they seem to be a little bit different, each of these. Or at the very least, the sockets that they go into are a little different. So I have to work out which one goes to where. So there's that one. I'm assuming the others are... Yeah, there's one. So let's get that one out. Oh yes, and I still need to drink my coffee. I'm not even halfway done yet. And it is actually getting cold, so I need to hurry that up because I don't like cold coffee. Cold coffee sucks. That's the third one. Oh, there's one more. Where's that last? There it is. So that's all the ones we need. And let's have a look. We've got one that's off to the side. That's asymmetric. That's one's got the two wings on it again. That one's more of a square, and that one's also got wings on it. So let's see. Let's do some test fits. That's more of a square one with a flange off to the side. So I suspect that's this one. Let's see. Come on. No, doesn't seem to be that one. No. No. Let's try that one. No, that flanges off on the other side, so it must be this one. Let me guess, I was supposed to put these on first before I put the chest piece in. Oh, because that's going to be fun. So let's see, thankfully these are still... Yeah, there we go. So then you're supposed to put them on. That makes a lot more sense. I wish I'd have read the instructions beforehand. But thankfully, these things are still not fully set yet. So we have not completely screwed the pooch. It's just going to be a pain in the butt. I think I'm still going off my old... Wait, no, that's the other side one. Is it that one? No. What am I doing? Which one was I using? Yeah, it was that one. Right, okay. So that goes into there, and then we put the... And then we put the chest piece, and thankfully I buggered that one up because I bent that thing out. Thankfully though, we do have a spare chest plate. Here it is. We'll go for this one. Now this one does look a little different, and I suspect this one's used for the... This won't be the captain or the sergeant even, because the sergeant will have the... So the sergeant will be this one, the one with the purity seal on there. So let's also put a little bit around here, because it looks like that connects to the abdomen as well in a certain point. Yeah, that was way easier. Okay, now I know. Okay, I'm an idiot. Don't let that get out. Don't let that get out, though. However, I have a reputation to maintain. The reputation of Chaos not being an idiot. But yeah. Then again, that's what these things are for, to do a bit of learning. There we go. So let's put those in now. Right, that one is one of the flanged ones. That looks like this one. Let's see if that fits in. That does fit in. And I'm pretty sure the word flange is the wrong thing, the wrong word for this, but you know. I think we've already established that I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time. So that's that one. That's another one of those. That'll be not this one. Let's have a look. That'll be this one. Well, at least I know what to do when I eventually want to make this into a 10-man squad. Come on, there we go. Get your butt in there. Yes, so, like that. Then we can put that back in again. Squeeze that together a little so until it sets proper. Okay, and then this one. Yup. You were there. Where was that one? Like that. Okay. Now I feel smarter. I feel like my IQ's gone up a couple of points. So next, again, will be the legs. And we do have the teleport homer as well. That's going to be really easy to do. Let's just get the base for that one. Because last time I've only played one game in 10th so far. And I didn't do too well. I got my butt handed to me, but my my opponent was playing Drukhari, so the Dark Eldar. He was running 2 murder bosses and just kept running and kept trying to kite me around the map, and I kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I kind of fell for that because it was only a 500-point game. We had way too much space on the board, so that was massively working to his favour. So next time we're playing a 1005-point game. Yeah, there we go. That's the teleport homer put together. Very simple little thing. These are great because you can place one down for each. Or I don't know if you can do it for each of the Terminator squads you've got, or just one. But then they can teleport down with the rapid ingress stratagem. So they can come in at the end of one of your opponent's turns, I think. At the end of one of their movement phases, I believe. Right, so now is legs. We are going to be going for pure helmets this time. Because I really don't like having... I really don't like having... what am I thinking about? Too much skin on show for the Marines. I don't mind for the characters and like the HQ choices, because that's fine. It's nice to show them off a bit, but I really don't like doing it for the bog standard Marines, because that gets annoying. Having to paint so much flesh, because it's a pain in the butt to paint. If I wanted to paint a lot of flesh, I'd have chosen a Salamander's army. Because the Salamanders, they've got a gene defect, which makes their melanin production go off the freaking charts. So their skin is actually jet black and their eyes are red. So that's kind of a cool, badass look they have going there. And we are going to be going for the power sword, because the sergeant is going to have the power sword, so I might as well take that off now. Come here. There we go. Well, let's have a look. Aha, there's a little bump. And there's a little bump as well. Just at the top of the leg. So on either hip. So that's where that little socket joint goes to. So that's that. Okay, now I know what that goes to. Still trying to find where the little laser sight is for the Cyclone missile launcher, but I guess we'll find it when we get to there. I'm not going to worry too much about it. But it definitely does seem like we don't lose the actual Power Fist anymore, which was really sucky back in 3rd and 4th edition. I don't know when that no longer was a thing, Because like I said, I stopped playing years ago. And things are somewhat different these days, especially the lore. The lore is extremely different these days. Especially with the fact that the story is actually moving on for a freaking change. Right, okay, we need the Sergeant's shin guard. That's one. Might as well clip them all out while I'm at it. So shin guards, shin guards, shin guards. Yeah, and we've got the Sergeant's pauldrons. Not pauldrons. That's the shoulder. That's the what's he one? That's on the shoulders. That's not what I'm thinking of. But the Tacit, I think that is. I could be wrong. I'm not an armour specialist. I mean, I am a specialist in one field, but definitely not armour. Okay, that looks like all the shin guards off that piece. Let's move that over here for now, out the way. Well, let's see what we got here. Shins. There we go, there's one. Oh yeah, we also have one down here. Shin guards. There we go, there's another one. I need to work out which side they go, left or right, because that's a right-sided one. We've got a Tacit here with a purity seal. So I see the things with the chain fists here, and it's definitely not one of them. But I don't exactly know what chain fists do. I mean, are they specifically used for use against vehicles? I don't know. I'd probably need to look that up before putting them together. Actually, come to think of it, the rules here should be here. Chain fists. Do we have a chain fist here? Yeah, we do. Number 5. Anti-vehicle 3+. Okay. So maybe we'll put the chain fists on this group. Because we're going to go for a cyclone missile launcher. And we're going to have some chain fists as well. Oh, there it is. I found it. There it is. That's the one we want. Because I do want a way to be able to potentially, to more consistently be able to deal with vehicles. Because that is one of my weak sides in my army right at this precise moment in time. Okay, so I do like these really long ass purity seals with the little honor, Terminator honor at the top. That is really cool. I like that. The amount of little bits of details and stuff in here are really cool. What was that? Alright, okay, one sec. I was messaging someone to say that I asked them if they were alive. Live on Twitch. There we go. Just letting him know. I was trying to message him earlier to see if he could give me a hand with the setup, because right now I know I look a little bit bright, potentially, but that's probably because of the ring light up here, and I have a little light off the side. So I can probably turn the ring light down a little bit. Let's see if that works. It's a little better. So let's try it like that right now. What was I doing again? I don't remember. What was I doing? Shin guards. That's what I was after. So that's all the shin guards. Is it all the shin guards? Or am I lying? We've got 2, 4, 6, 8. We only need 8 anyway. Because we've already got 2 on. Now we need 10 total, and we've already put 2 on. So we've got 2, 4, 6. 2, 3, 6. Yeah, okay, I'm missing 2 legs as well. Where are the legs? One of my Marines is legless. Nope, nope. Yeah, there they are. I was blind. Totally missed those. Let's do that. Clip there. And there. That's another pair of legs. So, like that. That's all 8 legs out now. So we got left, right. Left, right. Those 2 go over there, and these 2 will come over here. So now we have right, left, that side, that side, this side, that side, this side, this side, that side, this side. There we go. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, okay. So firstly, let's get this Crux Terminatus one up. Because they need to have they need to have 1 Crux Terminatus on one side. Oh, no, stop, there you go. So this one connects there, like so. That's that one for that side. Let's put you here for now. Then we need one for this side. So this one needs to be without a Crux Terminatus. And that's that one. So now let's put them onto the torso. So the weirdest Build-A-Bear workshop. With a side of body horror. Not really, but you know. That goes there, like so. And then this one, like so. Although I have a feeling this one does not actually... Yeah, that's not quite... You know, it doesn't actually match properly to this one, but I can make it work a bit better. Just chop that down a little touch, and it'll seat better. Oops, come on, back in. Let's see, yeah, that's seated a lot better there. Perfect. And then so yeah, that's another legs and torso completed. Next one up, let's sort the sergeant out. Now, first things first, let's see if we can find one that actually, let's actually clean up some of that sprue debris. Because that's going to stop it from seating properly. Yeah, that seats correctly. Now, I need one leg from this side. That does not seat correctly, that's a diamond. There we go. No, wait. That's not it either. It's only this one, I suspect. Yeah. Yeah, it's that one. Okay, so I need to remove a little bit more sprue debris. There we go. So that's the sergeant's torso. So we want the the specific sergeant's Crux Terminatus, the one that's a little bit longer. Not sure how well that's showing up on camera at the moment, but you can see it's a little bit longer. The bottom section extended out. Hey up RJ, how goes? How are we feeling this morning? I thought I would finally give a go of doing a hobby stream since I spent all this morning jerry-rigging the lighting system together. So it's all up there at the minute. It's very hastily put together and looks like an absolute dog's dinner. But, you know, it works. It's functional. So how are you doing today? Cam looks great. Oh, I'm happy about that. Happy to hear that. I'm still trying to remember where I need to keep my hands in order to actually be able to be seen mostly. But yeah, then again, fingers is a little numb, but at least it doesn't hurt when you don't move it. Yeah, well, that's nice. That's something at least, I suppose. I feel like playing a little bit of Guild Wars. No. A little bit of Guild Wars 2 later on. See if we can go through some story there. You feeling up for that? Since we haven't got any releases today. There we go. That's the hip joint connected. Second hip joint. Walking pose. There we go. Yep. And then a little bit on the bottom of the feet. And onto a base. So yeah. That's number 3. Need to check if you can operate the spacebar, but we can try. Yeah, that's why I was thinking of doing just story mode, because I know you can't do spacebar too well, so I'm not going to be dragging you through frickin' raid content or jumping puzzles. Oh right, actually there is some extra pieces for the teleport Homer. Yeah, there they are. Okay, let's put those on in a little bit. Okay, next one is it that one? Well, it doesn't look like that's correct. This is not correct either, because I know I've already put one on the wrong peg, but oh well. It seats well enough. And then we need one for the other side, which is not that one. What's this one? Yeah, that's the diamondy one. Yeah, there we go. That sits correctly. So, which one was it again? I forget which one I had on this side. It's not that one. Or is it that one? Actually, it might be that one. Yeah. No, it is that one. So it's those 2 legs we need. Okay, so those 2 legs and that torso. Well, you would take a... It's not like I could do puzzles anyway. You take the short route. Yeah, I'd take my mesmer. You know me, I'll happily do a jumping puzzle, and just so you don't have to. But I do want to try and finish off my weeklies today. I haven't got that much left to do. I know I've got to kill more Forged or I think Flame Legion? I don't remember. Well, I've got a Crux Terminatus, so I need one without. But then again, neither of these ones on this side have a Crux Terminatus, so that's fine. Come on. Sit properly. Why are you not sitting correctly? Okay. Is it you that needs to sit in there? Yeah, okay. You're the one that sits that side. Okay. Yeah, so it's a little aggravating, but some of these pieces only sit in certain positions and certain ways. So that one, yeah, that one sits. That one seats properly. Okay, so a little bit in there, a little bit in there. There we go. But yeah, it's not like we're going to be. It's not like we have a plan to do the Chalice of Tears today. Although I do want to get back to the. I do eventually want to get back to the point with Chalice of Tears where I actually know the place inside out and upside down. I don't have to look at a guide in order to do it. But it has been quite a while since the last time. Yeah, no. I will not take you to the Chalice of Tears. Don't worry. I know at the best of times you hate jumping puzzles, but since we're both off work at the moment, I thought, yeah, why not? Because I do want to get far enough through to be able to get the new weapon proficiencies, because that would be awesome. Let's finish me. Okay, coffee's gone cold. Let's switch over to the next mug. Actually bring up my Blood Angels mug. Haha, topical. Well, it's my Blood Angel Stein, I should say. Had this thing for freaking donkeys. I love this thing. Oh, no, he slid across the base. Oops. The new weapons are really nice. Yeah, they are. Some of them are a lot better than others. Like, Engineer Shortbow's not one of the best weapons in the game. It works well if you want to play like a ranger. Like if you want to play your engineer as a ranger. Just like, what's his face? Lord Heisen was doing on that video. Because that was hilarious. But yeah, I saw a video recently, Mocha was trying to do heal scrapper with it. And it works. But Mace Shield just seems a lot easier and a lot better. But I definitely want to get the mace for the Ranger and the rifle for my Mesmer, so I can change up my my healer builds again. Well, on this account as well, because I know I've got it done on at least 2 of my accounts, and I have at least 1, maybe 2 more left to do. By the way, well, getting guns for your chosen Beskar will be great as well. Yeah. Getting pistols for Yotsuba, that'll be awesome. But yeah, because I want mace for Itsuki. I already have the mace, I just can't equip it yet. But yeah, by the way, let me. You'll be the first person to actually be able to let me know this, RJ. What's the music level like? Can you even hear it? Because I did put some relaxing soft rock up. At least that's what it's called. Because I wanted something that wasn't just my voice. I was in 2 minds about putting it on because I usually but I can't actually hear it at all since I'm not using my headset. Because if you can hear it, just let me know on the audio level and how it sounds in relation to my voice. If it needs to be turned up, I'll turn it up, and if it needs to be turned down, I'll turn it down. If I can. I don't even know if I can. Yeah, it's virtually all the way down, so I don't even know if it's... you can hear it, seems fine. Alright, good to know. Yeah, I just wanted something, just a little bit of background noise. There we go. And I've got to say I love this type of glue. I think it's basically just kind of like working with acetone. It just melts the plastic a touch before when you connect it. So it's like plastic welding. But yeah, now obviously this stream isn't too popular at the present moment, but then again I've never done this before, this type of stream. And let's be honest, I stream like once a freaking decade by this point. But since I've finally moved into the new place, I can do this a bit more often. So hopefully I'll start getting the... building up a following again. Yeah, the best way to... add more and wipe it off. Yeah. There we go. That's that one. Actually, I'll put it on this side. And where are they? Here they are. Let's go for the two little pieces with the teleport Homer. Because the one that came in the actual Leviathan box set did not have extra pieces on there. At least I don't remember it doing. So that's them. So I'm going to need a little bit in there. And a little bit in there. So these are just like the little tethers that attach it to the ground. So let's see. That goes that way. Is it that way? Yeah. Oh. It missed maybe. Yeah, looks like it maybe goes there. Let's see. Ah, no! Trying to get away. No, it is definitely for this side. There we go. Yep, so that's the third connector put in, and now it's time for the last one. Yeah, sorry, I see you've written something. I'm too busy looking down right now. 1 second. So, but yeah, no, I was messaging you earlier because I wanted to do a test run on the stream. But yeah, not too quick at typing since you're a temporary cripple. Yeah, I know. Physically speaking, you know, for once I wasn't going to make the mentally joke. So yeah, that's the teleport Homer put together. So this is what they use to lock into. This little token gets placed down, and then they can teleport down to it. So that's the sergeant. He's going to be having this power sword. So we can literally just put that one on there now, so then I can work, so I can see physically which one he is. And we can have it either lifting the sword straight up or having it pointing forwards. I think having it going up would be quite nice. Worked on Tailspire till 2 in the morning, slept till 12. Yeah. Yeah, I ended up going to bed at 1 in the morning because I was reading up some rules and stuff. And looking for other things. Like, I mean, right now the ring light is actually just connected on with a freaking Velcro Velcro tie thing. So yeah, that's fun. Eventually I'll probably talk to a friend and get a part 3D printed to make that actually work. Actually look a bit better. Yeah, it works great at the moment. I also found a powered USB hub, so I've got both the ring light and the camera powered off the same little powered USB hub, so that's nice. Right, now we want some storm bolters. I suspect it's that one. Now, do I want the arm to be more bent? Or yeah, I think I'll go for a more bent arm for this particular one. And then the actual storm bolter itself. But yeah, I can probably use, like I said the other night, I can probably use this camera for doing other things, like when I'm playing D&D again. I can use this as a dice cam, if I want to. Because you know me, I prefer rolling my physical dice. And speaking of physical dice, I did actually pick up some nice dice for my 40k game. Got some black ones and some red ones, so nice Blood Angel colours. Now that goes to there, and that'll connect to this wrist. Like so. And then we'll connect that to the shoulder. So, I think... yeah, it's looking quite nice. Not sure how it would be helpful, but yeah, I could do that. I mean, if I was a player, it'd be great. But since I'm DMing... let's Let's actually swing that back a little bit. It's one of the things I love about this this here. So there we go. Nice little pose there, I think. So next we need the shoulder pad. Actually, no. Let's take that off first, actually, because I just realised we need the tacit pieces. Wherever they've gone, because we need the specific ones for him. Are they over here? There they are. Totally forgot these need to go on first. There's that. This one would go here, I believe. No, wait. No, maybe this side. And this one goes on the other side. Oh! Don't want to break your concentration, or do I? Let's be honest, my concentration is easily broken, whether you try to or not. But yeah, there we go. The two little side armor pieces. That needed to go on first because I just realised as I put the storm bolter on. One of my neighbours is banging something, which is fine. There we go. Much better. Okay. Next would be shoulder pads, I imagine. So we need these ones. We need the Sergeant shoulder pad. That's the one, which is this one here. This one here with the extended. There we go. The little extended Terminator crooks. Little Terminator on her. So there's that one, and then we need a blank shoulder pad. And considering that he's the Sergeant, we'll go with the one with the little bit of fancy crap on there. And as much as I would love... Right, okay, so the Terminator one has gone on the opposite side, go on this side. So that's going to sit like so. Like that. And then the other one goes on the opposite side. There's a little divot taken out of each shoulder pad. I'll go like so. Yep. As you can see, the little divot taken out there. It goes quicker than I imagined. Yeah, no, it's not fully set. I mean, I could literally pull these pieces off right now. They have to physically set. It's like curing now rather than drying. And the next thing is, the last thing technically for him is the head. Now where's the head? The heads are over here. Like I said, it's my first time putting this specific kit together. Now we could go for the bionic eyes, or we could go completely without, because I prefer without the bionic eyes. There's one, I'm only going to have one with like the little eye thing on there, and that's going to be the one using it as a targeting computer. So now that's going to sit here. We'll just set a little bit in there. Then we can slide the head in. Just rotate it as far across to that side as possible. And that's this one virtually finished. The only real thing to do after this is to sand the base, to put sand on the base. But I'm not doing that until it's fully set. And just like the old-fashioned Blue Peter days, here's one I finished earlier. Oh wait, there we go. You got a bit of a better view of this one now. So this was all fully set, fully done up, even with the Blood Angel transfers. So yeah, this is the one that came out of the Leviathan box set, so this is how I'm going to be having them looking in the future. So like I said, I'm going to be putting some texture on the base. So this is just using PVA glue to put some kind of slightly coarse sand on the base. Then you just paint it black and then dry brush a little bit of colour onto it to make it look like so. So there's that one. And then I also have my my Terminator Librarian that I converted up a little bit because I swapped out the there's a little bit of lag in between me actually moving my hands and things happening. So yeah, this is my first time actually trying a glow effect on the eyes, or even in the armour, so I'm actually really pleased with how this turned out. And I still had a couple of the old Terminator Blood Angel shoulder pads. So I had two, so I had one for this character and one for my Terminator captain as well. Okay, now what was I doing? I don't need this, that can go in the bits box later. You know what? Since we're here, I might as well quickly have myself a little bit of chocolate. Damn broken C key. So you know what? Just because, you know what? Let's do this as well. Just because I like being an a-hole. Not that one. Oops, wrong one. Oh no! I'm losing bits all over the place. Oh, we've got a pointing hand. Well, I'll say a hand, an arm. It's a more extended arm. Now, all of these need to have... The rest of these need to have power fists. Because we are using the Cyclone missile launcher for one. Actually, wait. Yeah, no, I won't put that one on there. Come to think of it, do I have any... Let's check out here. There's none on this one. But I know for a fact I have a second Primaris upgrade pack. No, where did I put it? Oh well. It's around somewhere. Is it in here? Nope. Oh well, it'll turn up eventually. Nope, not there either. Okay, I definitely have another Primaris upgrade pack somewhere. Because I know there's like a heraldic shield kind of thing. Basically, one of these that goes on the shoulder, that can go on the shoulder pads, which would be nice to have because I've got one that has a blood drop on it. I'm pretty sure, so I need to find that one because I'm thinking of putting it on the actual sergeant, so he's more. You can tell he's definitely a blood angel. But that can wait. It doesn't need to happen just yet. But before I forget, let's put all the rest of the tacit pieces on. Before I forget about them. Because if I forget about them, putting them on after the arms is going to be a pain in the butt. That's 4, so that's enough for 2. And they've got another 2 here. Yeah, putting these together is not the biggest of issues. There's one piece there. This one's actually got a purity seal on there, so I'll want to use that one. There's another one with a purity seal. Go with that one. There are extra ones, because you don't have to use the purity seals if you don't want to. But yeah, we have, I'm pretty sure there is a pointing... Yeah, there it is. So then, that one should... Does that fit with this? It does. Oh, good. Because I was worried for a second that that wasn't actually going to fit. But you're always so organised. Yes, I know. You know me too well, RJ. Sarky git. Yeah, there we go. That's this one put together, because this one's actually got this little power fist. I wanted it to be pointing, and it's also got a little targeting laser on there. Because that targeting laser goes to the missile rack that we're going to have above, on the back shoulder, basically on the back. There's a big double rocket launcher which goes on the back. And it's guided by that, so you just like point out and fire it off. I want to have it pointing, say go that way, kind of thing. Right, okay, so let's go for one of these. That goes there. I love my little purity seals, and especially since it's gotten easier to paint them since I've got a... Yeah, it makes sense. Activates once you point. Aye. That's the thought. Although I imagine at this point they're all kind of linked in, because the armour actually links into what's known as the black carapace, which is a technological layer that's implanted into the skin with a bunch of sockets and so on. Which I don't remember if it actually links into the target's nervous system or not. Because only really Space Marines that have had the black carapace installed can make full use of power and Terminator armour. Other people can use them, like Inquisitors, but they're just humans. And they don't have these technological or genetic upgrades. So to them it's just a big bulky suit of armour that offers a lot of protection. It's not like they can... run around and jump off freaking buildings and act like superheroes, like most Space Marines can. I'm thinking of having this one, the one that's twisting, be the one with the missile launcher. Because I'm thinking, if we have the point, yeah, because it looks like he's twisting and pointing over to one side, so I like that look. So if that's the case, let's do this with one of the Purity Seal ones, because he's a bit more important, since he's been entrusted with the ordnance. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to getting my hands on the Vanguard box set next week. I just got an email confirmation to say it's actually on the way now. Because having some more scouts and have some... oh, what are they called again? Suppressors. Yeah, the suppressors are going to be nice against Atla. Against his pain in the ass Drukari. His space elves. Space dark elves, or the space Dilfs as I call them. He hasn't picked up on the fact that I'm calling them Dilfs and not Delfs. Or if he has, he's not mentioned it at least. He probably doesn't want to talk about Dilfs with me. Ah, come here. These bits are small and fiddly. But they are really nice because they do cover up a lot of the mould lines, actually. Okay, so let's get the pointy hand and put you there. Just get that to the right angle. Yeah, there we go. So we've got the twisting body. I like the fact that the purity seal seems to have a little bit of motion going that way. And we've got the pointing hand. And then we will need a shoulder pad for that side. Which one of the shoulder pads on again? I've lost the shoulder pad sprue. There it is. So we need another crux terminatus on this side. So yeah, there we go. Now, after that, the remaining 3, I'm thinking of having chain fists. Because they don't cost anything extra. And if I remember rightly, let's see. It's fewer attacks. Chain fists have a strength of 12 rather than a strength of 3. It's hard. It seems to be harder to hit with them, maybe. I'm not sure. They have -3 armor penetration. I'll have to look it up properly in the app. But it would be nice to have a way of more consistently taking down vehicles. There's no guarantee I'll ever get in base contact with a freaking one of the murder wagons, one of the murder buses. Okay, chain fist, chain fist, chain fist. Nope. But it's nice that they have the anti-vehicle 3, so they always wound on 3+. So you know it costs... No, not at all. It used to be that the unit's costs depended on the loadout, because you used to be able to upgrade things for X amount of extra points, but now all the upgrades cost the exact same. It just says you can swap this out for this, but it doesn't cost anything extra. All upgrades are free these days in 10th edition, which I find rather weird coming from 4th edition. But it also does mean that I can swap things out and just have it be whatever I want, but you know. Oh, look at that, a relax reminder. Apparently I am super stressed. So I've got 1, 2, I need one more actual fist section. Which ones have we got? We got open hand, closed hand. I think I'll go for an open hand. Okay. So yeah, the actual chain fists themselves, I will clean these up a little later. This is the back of the fist. There's a nice little chainsaw on there. Having a coffee would trigger the alarm for you. Yeah, well I did have coffee not long ago. So that might actually be what it was. Nope, come on. Ah, okay. Just a little bit of sprue crap on there. There we go. Stopping it from seating. Come on. There we go. That's seated correctly. So that's the power fist now. Well, the chain fist. Basically just a power fist with a chainsaw on the end of it. Like a chainsaw bayonet. Very Gears of War. Not that I've played any Gears of War, but you know. I know the aesthetic. Yeah, no, that's fine. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on the suppressors and converting them. Wait, what? Okay. I'll go to you then instead. It's not here with the paint. It would, yes. Since it's basically acetone. So it would just it would strip the paint off, but when it dries, it's just all the it's just that. Nothing. It's just plastic really after that. Yeah. Okay, that one seats to that one then. No, come back. Let me love you. Come back here. Ah, nope. You want to go on the naughty step? I don't have a naughty step, so you'll go straight into the microwave. Actually, I don't have a microwave either. Oven. Fine. We'll get there in the end. So, there we go. That's those. So we can put these on. Yeah, I don't have a hairdryer either. I haven't owned a hairdryer in donkey's years. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put that on a different one. Let's put that one on you instead. Feels a little better. Oop, no. Yeah, that feels a lot better. Feels a bit more dynamic. Then this last chain fist. I'm only having 3 chain fists because I can't put a chain fist on the cyclone missile launcher guy. Okay, now we need some storm bolters. No, you don't. We need 4 storm bolters in total. You know what, let's actually glue them together before I clip out the next ones, because I have a suspicion they don't like going together in random fashion. You have to have specific pieces for specific ones. What was it? Oh, where's that one? Okay, I'm going blind. Oh well, whatever. So those two pieces go together, and I don't have a third one on here. Another piece for that one. Where's that one then? Let's see. Do we have more stone bolters over there? Yeah, we do. Aha, okay. That probably explains a few things, because this one's got a standard piece of stone bolter by itself. No other. It's only got half of one. So that's what's happened. They just split it up on the sprue. I was looking for... Oh, I was literally looking for this. Half of a stone bolter. It's a pain in the ass looking for the small pieces. At the very start of the stream, I spent ages trying to find the targeting array that attaches to that power fist. Oh wait, there's a bit of extra sprue on here that needs to come off. Otherwise, that's not going to seat. Those together, yeah, there we go. Because now that's put together, it's made a full double barrel stone bolter. So we've got two of those. This is a third one, and we need a fourth one after this, and then the arms for them to attach to. Then the shoulder pads, then the heads. And after that, we can start working on the details. Because I am planning to add a couple of little details off the sprue, the Primaris upgrade sprue. I need one more stone bolter, which I suspect is going to be, yeah, there it is. Because I think they give you just enough stone bolters. Because yeah, you can't have more stone bolters. Normally, to have a heavy weapon here, you would swap out one of the stone bolters for the heavy weapons. The only thing is the cyclone missile launcher doesn't do that. So yeah, the cyclone missile launcher likes to break with tradition, like I do. But I like the cyclone missile launcher because it's kind of a jack of all trades heavy weapon system. You can either fire anti-personnel or anti-vehicle warheads. So that's now we've got one arm already. So there's the second one. Need two more arms. There's one. It's a pointing one. Oh, nearly lost that one. That's three. There we go. There's the last one there. I mean, I was tempted to go for the heavy flamer because the heavy flamer is quite nice and it's very Blood Angel-y. Because, like I said before, Blood Angels are second only to the Salamanders for their use of flame weapons. But it's only the flamer is only really an anti-vehicle, an anti-personnel weapon. It is not an anti-tank weapon, and I like having the flexibility. So having the cyclone missile launcher just makes it really convenient, and the fact that I don't have to crap out the extra points to have a cyclone missile launcher, because the cyclone missile launcher used to cost more than all the other heavy weapons. So I would overall I would be reducing the amount of Marines I was taking by having one cyclone missile launcher. But now that's no longer a concern. I have units with nothing but flamers. Like I have the, whatever they're called, the Infernus Marines. pointy arm. We've got a pointy arm. So let's put that there, like so. So it's pointing off to the side. Now the question is, can we actually get the head to follow the line, the eye line of the gun? I don't think so, unless we go for a head that is not a Terminator head, because the Terminator heads are a bit elongated. So it's a pain in the ass to actually turn them in the housing. So that one. Pointy one, the one that's pointing, I'm not going to have them holding the storm bolter out, because that would be weird. Unless they were trying to pull a Han Solo, pointing one weapon one way and having the like firing off one way and just killing somebody off on the other side. The no look kill. The rule that was really fun in EDRPG, because my guy I think had that in the end. I got the special rule where you could where you could after you made a shot or a kill or something, you could fire off to the side. As long as it wasn't in front of you, you could do it to the side or behind you without looking, and potentially get another kill. So that was really cool. Never got to make much use of it though, because I didn't understand the system too well, and we kind of quit shortly after that because we lost the DM. Right, I need 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those. And then I need 3 of the Crux Terminatus ones. Got a bunch of stuff to go in the bits box after. Okay, so shoulder pad time. First shoulder pad. There we go. Now the Crux Terminatus. Right, there we go. There we go, that's seated a little better now. I was feeling a little weird, it wasn't quite sitting quite right. But it just turns out I was holding it at a bit of a weird angle. I was putting a bit too much pressure on it at a weird direction. So it wasn't sitting on the 3 contact points. There we go. And by 3 contact points, I mean the you can see 3 little pegs that are poking out from the shoulder, from the shoulder joint. That's where the shoulder pads sit on. They never used to do that. They used to have like a full plate that it sat on. I'm not sure why they've changed it to this one, but it does feel like it makes the shoulder pads sit better with these pegs. I feel like I have more of a range to kind of slide it around and have it look the way I want it to, rather than being stuck with a specific angle. Now this is the one that I always end up with, one that looks like the least dynamic possible. Well, I suppose it's fine. Because this one just looks like he's standing there just shooting somebody, which is fine. Yeah, but I also feel like it would interfere with stuff mounted on the back in real life. Yeah, probably. Because let's be honest, this Terminator armor is really not designed for real life. Try wearing something like that in real life, you'll be buggered. You wouldn't even be able to move, even if you were a space marine. Okay, I want one head with a lens. I think I'll go for this one because it doesn't have extra wires on it, so I won't have to paint them. So that one will be for the Cyclone missile launcher, which will be the last thing we put together. Well, not the last thing. It'll be the next thing we put together after the heads. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Need 4 heads. So that's 2, 3, and head number 4. A little bit on the neck joint. And my question is, can we actually get the head to follow the line of the gun? Kind of, yeah. We kind of can. I had to lean it back a little bit, so there is like a tiny little gap you can just see underneath the head. But that'll be fine. Once it's sprayed black, you won't see that. And even if you could, I could just fill it in with green stuff, but that's not a huge issue. Yeah, let's just put a little bit into each of the neck joints here. Like this one. Nope, not that one. So yeah, that's that guy. Yep, standard head. Let's try and twist the head a little bit the opposite direction. Yeah, okay. And the last one is the pointer. It's rude to point. It's even ruder to get hit by a bunch of freaking missiles, but who cares? Just put a little drop inside here as well, because that will actually, when that dries, that'll help fill it out a little bit. So yeah, that's basically following the line of the... He's not there to teach manners. No, he definitely isn't. So yeah, that's them mostly put together, but we've got a couple of details to put on after this next step as well. So like the little honours and so on, and we're putting those onto some of them, and some of the heraldic shields. They'll be going on, but we also need to put the Cyclone missile launcher together now. I was actually considering magnetizing these, but then I realised how much of a pain in the ass that was going to be, because I'd have to magnetize both arms and the Cyclone missile launcher on the top, and that would be so much freaking work, and I really don't want to do that. And then again, I magnetized my Redemptor Dreadnought, and I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do that anymore other than that just yet. I wonder what my neighbour's doing. I don't know if it's being picked up on stream. I'm just hearing tap to tap to tap to tap to tap every so often. I wonder what the hell they're doing. Oh, yeah, that's definitely going to be a piece of it. Ooh, that was close. No. Nothing on that one, so I reckon the rest of it must be on this one. It is indeed. There it is. I remember when the Cyclone missile launcher used to be made out of like maybe 4 pieces. The top, the bottom, the back, and the front, and that was it. And now it's like 50 million pieces. Hey, Twitch just notifies me that you're streaming. Imagine that, yes. Imagine that. But yeah, it's kind of amusing. Although, how's the quality going anyway? Because I'm looking over at the bitrate on the stream preview, and it's showing up a lot of garbage. But then again, I might have actually changed something there. Let's have a quick look and see if I did actually. No, there is a big discrepancy here. I'm supposed to be streaming at 8,000 bitrate, and it's only streaming at like less than 6. So something's not quite working, and I don't know what it is. But oh well, shit happens. I'll work it out in the future. Let's see. Okay, and the top 2 pieces as well. Ow. Was that all the... Oh no, I missed one. There we go. It's that side. There we go. Well, I think that's all the pieces. Right, time to consult the instruction book. And hello, Cosby. How's it going? Where is... There we go. There's the missile pods. So first one we need is one of these, I think. Yes. No. One of these and one of these. So this looks like a bottom piece, and this looks like a side piece. Why is this put together of such little dinky little bloody pieces? Alright, it goes that way round. That way. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while. Been a while since I streamed properly since the last time, but you know, fancy doing a hobby stream for the first time in like forever. Aha, okay, that sits like that. Okay, that makes sense. But why have they swapped it to being like 50 million pieces as opposed to... Wait, is that even in the right thing? Let's see. That looks right. Okay. So then we need one of these, which I assume is that way around. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Nope. Not that one. That one maybe. Nope. Have I put that together in the wrong way? Wait. Yeah, okay. Now we're back to front. Goes the other way around. So that... Nope. Use there, like that. Okay. Yeah. That makes more sense now. Yeah, sorry. Been a while since I've put these together. It's not been a while since I put these. It's my first time putting this particular kit together. I've put a bunch of the new kits together, but they're a lot more fiddly than I remember them being. Why did I have to choose the Cyclone missile launcher? Why couldn't I have chosen something easy? There we go. That's that, and then we need... And goes that way around? Yeah. But I suspect it's going to be the other way around. Where's the other? Where's that other? There it is. Funny how detailed those plans are compared to IKEA. Yeah, definitely. Right, let's see. Does this go that way? It looks like it should. Yeah, it does go that way. Okay. Yeah, it would have helped if I'd actually put them... There we go. That's that. And then we need the So top overplating. So fin, yeah, the vents go at the back. Okay. So it goes that way around. I'm missing a bit there. Ah, no, screw you. Dog, goddamn C key. Yeah, it's fine. I on you. There we go. So that's one side of the Cyclone missile launcher put together. So you've got the exhaust vents at the back, the mounting point, and the actual missiles. There's only 5 missiles though, and one of them's a little targeting array section. So, oh, excuse me. And then there's this, that sits that way. Oh no, come back. And that goes to this. So, yes, I hear you, neighbour. Maybe they're a bit upset when maybe they're a little bit upset for when I'm making tonkatsu, and I'm using the mallet, the tenderizing mallet. I'm not planning to make tonkatsu today. I'm too lazy for that right now. So it sounds like you're going to be getting a new keyboard soon, RJ. If you see keys that buggered. Or you're just going to replace, if it's a mechanical one, next time I bring me a hammer over. I do have a hammer myself, you know. You don't have to bring one next time you visit. There we go, that's that piece. Oh, come on, sit together. Yeah, this is goddamn fiddly. Why did I have to choose the fiddliest freaking heavy weapon? I could have chosen the flame, which is just like 3 pieces to glue together. 3 big, chunky pieces. But no. I had to go for the one which was the most effective against my current enemy. Oh, wait. If you need a big hammer, you've got a blacksmith's hammer, haven't you? Yeah, no, that would be fun. Nah, I've just got a meat tenderizer. I just use it for when I'm making the Japanese fried pork cutlets, the tonkatsu. Then again, I use it for other things as well. There we go. That's that piece. And now they get attached to this piece, which goes which way around? That way around. So this goes on to point. And this goes on to there. So yeah, okay, that's where that seats. So that seats there, like so. Okay, so that sits on the top. And then we plug the 2 missile pods. One here. Like so. And then the second one on the other side. I'm just really hoping that the shoulder is not in the way now. And what do you know? It is. It's fine. I'll just try and dig out a little bit here. Hopefully that will help it seat properly. Nearly. Actually, why am I doing this? I know I have a file somewhere. I'm just not sure where I put it. No, that's not the file. You know what? I have a file on my Leatherman somewhere. Yeah, and I broke this part of my Leatherman, so I'm aware it needs to be repaired. You got one with welding on a hatchet blade. Yeah. I have a hatchet. There we go. That's close enough for government work. It's raised up a little bit, but it's not as bad as it could be. So I just realised I'm doing this off camera. Yeah, that's much better. Just have to get the little piece of plastic out later. Although I do need to drop a little bit more poly cement in there now. Oh yeah, much better. So it's much better now. And you won't even notice any of that filing after I spray it. Ah, the ASMR. Could you hear it that badly? Filing ASMR. Chaos Wolf, the specialist. So I don't need that no more. What I do need are a few odds and ends. I want that one. Excuse me. My question is, where the hell did I leave my... There it is. My little pair of tweezers. Because these things are freaking tiny. There we go. Little blood drops attached in. Now we want the... not that one, I don't think there's anything on here we want yet. Those will all go in the bits box later. I think it's this one. Didn't even see it until you picked it up. Yeah, I know, it's tiny, isn't it? I mean, I could zoom in further, but that would be more of a pain in the ass, because I think I'm already zoomed in quite a ways. I could zoom out, but that would be more of a pain in the butt. So I think I've kind of got like the best part of the zoom. Well, that's not even the smallest piece that I'm planning to put on. I need to save a couple of these because I'm planning to use some of those to convert into to using the conversion. The only issue is I have no idea where I've put my bloody other Primaris upgrade pack, because I know they had like a heraldic shield, but you know what, I can't be bothered. I'll find it eventually. I'll use that for something else. So the heraldry shield, second heraldry shield. I don't want to use too many of them. And then we got a Terminator runner right here, and one more Terminator runner will do. I don't want to put too many on. I'll save the rest of that now. And maybe... no, I'll save that for something else. With a little pouchy thing. Oh no, go back! How long have we been going for? I've been doing this for like 2 hours already. But then again, like the first 20 minutes was me just drinking coffee. Which reminds me, I need a drink. Oh, that's better. Okay, so... this guy feels like he needs a shield. So, a little bit of glue on the peg on the back. And around the side. Well, that's a little bit too much. Ah, well, I just spread it out. Oh well, who cares? I actually do have some... there we go, it's a little bit moved. Some more cold coffee. Some more cold coffee. I know someone who would call you a heretic just now. I know, but she's not around, so that's fine. There we go. So that's the little shield. Ooh, added in. I'm very lucky she's not around because she'd get very upset with me. And the second little heraldic shield. Put that on the sergeant. Oop. So yeah, there we go. Let's see, these are flat on one side, good. Put a little bit of glue along the back. There we go, have it so it's like it's connected at the top. And it's swinging around with the spin. Yeah, typing with that hand isn't too easy right now. No, I can imagine. And another one of these. Let's go with you. There we go. Well, don't worry, RJ, I'll be dropping onto Discord later so you'll be able to talk and not type so much. And yeah, some of these things are absolutely terribly tiny. I am aware. So like a little tiny little pendant hanging off his belt there. Got a second one of them. Let's do you, because you haven't had anything. You haven't had anything extra yet. Just make sure it's got a nice little, not as much of a connection as possible. And the last one is this tiny little pouchy looking thingy with a seal on it. So I'll have that connected. Come on. There we go. And this one, who am I going to put this one on? That's a good question. You've not received anything yet either, so you know what? You can go on you. That's not sitting properly at the moment, but it's not far off. The main problem is the freaking look. No, come back. It's the wrong way around. There we go, that's better. So just having that connected on, like, to the side where the tacet is. And I think I'm pretty happy with how these have turned out at the moment. So the next thing to do is to sand up the bases. I think I might actually be able to do that now, because they have set enough to be able to do that. So I need the sand, I need the glue, and I need a paintbrush that I have virtually destroyed. So that'll be that one. I also have water for when I need to wash it off, and some paper towel to dry it off after. I at least did plan that ahead. Ah, sanding. Got that wrong. Yeah, different type of sanding, RJ. So we start with this guy. The idea is to get some PVA glue out. A little spot around the back as well. Like I said, I've destroyed this brush. I use this brush for dry brushing, so using it for spreading PVA is kind of fine as well. And now that I've done that, would you look at that? A nicely sanded base. Or I should probably call it a textured base rather than sanded. The next step after this would be to paint things up, but they need to dry. I do have some, however, that I prepared earlier for painting, but I'm not sure if I can be bought, if I'm got the energy to continue with that just now. Ah, I actually just learned something new. Oh, really? From me? Holy crap. What was that then? Oop, bug it. I've got a little bit on the shin guard now, but that's fine. Because even if the sand sticks to there, I can get that up and off later. Oh, how to do those races? Yeah. Oop. I'm just tapping off the excess as well. You can see there's a little bit of a little white blob on the bottom of his shin guard. That's fine, because I can, when that dries, I can just kind of scratch that off, and it'll come up quite nicely. Yeah, just imagine how fun this is. Doing with the giant freaking bases for like vehicles and so on. Yeah, just a bit of sand stuck to his boot. Yeah, I can clear that up after when it's dried. It's more of a pain in the ass to clean it up now than it will be to clean it up later. Will that get painted over with a clear coat? Eventually, yeah. To start with, I'm going to spray these all black. Because then I'll start work. That's the base coat I work from, is black. Yeah. Yeah, the base as well, because it'll end up looking... Where are we? Here we go. Because here's one I did earlier. It doesn't cover all the way, but it doesn't really matter, because I'm going to be highlighting the base anyway at a later point. Because you've seen how my bases end up looking when I've finished them, because I've shown you already. Because I start with black, and then I work up to darkish brown, and then I go to like a bony sand colour in the highlights. I think I might put a bit too much on this one, but that's fine. It just means I'm wasting a little bit of glue. Just gotta make sure I get it over to the edges, so I just realised my hand was in the way. If it extends a little further down over the edge of the base, I like just to knock that off straight away. I have a feeling I'm running low on PVA, which is fine for the moment, but I'm probably going to need to pick some more up next week when I get the Vanguard box through the mail order. Especially since I'm planning to convert them up with the jump pack intercessors, because I really don't want to use those flight stands, because they look extremely fragile. And the final base, I might just have enough glue on the brush to do this. And again, I might not. I'll have to find out. Now, let's put a tiny little blob on there. That should be sufficient. Let's actually get the glue off the brush. So yeah, that's that one sanded up as well. Hopefully that sticks quite nicely. If not, I'll have to sand over that one again. But yeah, like I said, eventually these guys are going to look like this. You can see I've painted up the texture on the base there. You love the colour? Awesome, thank you. I like doing my Blood Angels a little darker than most people, because I don't like the idea of having them like be neon red. And this one specifically was a mono pose from the Leviathan box set. And then the next one I actually painted that one after this one, because this is the Librarian. Because all Librarians use blue armour because of the Codex Astartes. And this is my first attempt at actually doing a glow effect on the eyes. And before you ask, no, it doesn't come with the long hair. I had to sculpt that in myself. And that's one of the old Blood Angel Terminator shoulder pads that I was very happy that I still had. Yeah, the glowing effect is really cool. I do like it. I was a bit iffy about it when I was trying it out, because I had to put white splotches over the eyes, and it looked really bad before I put the blue glaze over it. But now it looks really nice. And then the one that I have, I'm not sure I've shown on stream yet, is my Redempted Dreadnought. There we go. And my glowy plasma accelerator, or whatever the hell it's called. The plasma generator. Years of practice. But like I said, I always start from black and I work up with the reds, because that way I have all the shading already in there, because you can see it just below, like the armor plating to the sarcophagus here, like below that piece there. It looks big, heavy and cumbersome. Well, I freaking hope so, because let's see, here we go. Here's a standard marine. Yeah, it is ginormous. But when I was talking about magnetizing earlier, that was what I did here. So this has been magnetized in. You can just about see the little neodymium that I put inside. So that's so I can swap it out for the Gatling cannon. So depending on what I'm fighting, if I'm fighting more heavily armored targets, I can take the plasma generator. And less armored targets, I'll go with the Gatling cannon. Still got a heavy flamer under the arm, an underslung heavy flamer. I've also got the Icarus missile pod on the top here for anti-vehicle, so I'm looking forward to using all that. I do also have a Brutalis Dreadnought, which is one with two freaking big power fists. Well, power claws, even. So that is... Come here. I don't want to knock my case off. There we go. There we go. That's the Brutalis. And I posed this one very awkwardly, so this like kind of running pose was a pain in the ass to deal with and to put together. But I'm very happy with the result. It's a Chaos Wolf with Warhammer 40,000 stuffs. It is, Lees. It is indeed. I was doing my... just been putting together my latest bit of... my latest purchase, which was a Terminator box set. So we've just finished putting these together and texturizing the bases. Which reminds me, I better put the lid on the sand before I knock it over. So yeah, I was just showing off my Blood Angels. You know what? Since I'm mostly finished doing stuff, let's do this. There we go, much better. I can actually have a quick thing now. So how's it going, Lees? Hopefully everything's going great with you. It's been a while. Then again, it's been a while since I've been streaming. It's been so long I cut my hair off and it's been growing back again. Because I shaved the sides a bit too much. They went too far up, so it looked a bit of annoying. So I ended up having to cut it all off and I'm getting it back. You blame friends, but now you're playing Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, poor you. Should have joined me and RJ in Guild Wars. Yes, I'm growing it back again. But there is a bit of a problem because I've found out I'm getting old. I'm actually starting to go a little bit bald in the back. It's a new flat as well, it is indeed. Because, yeah, for those of you who probably don't know this, the last 6 months has been a bit of a pain in the ass for me. I had a bit of an issue with my landlord in the apartment that I last streamed from. She ended up basically kicking me out for lack of a better term. It was partially my own fault. I missed the email she sent me about having to move out. So then she called me up and was like saying, "Oh, by the way, are you still okay to give me the keys back in a week?" I was like, "Wait, what?" So yeah, I had a week to get out of that place because I couldn't do anything at that point. Moved into a temporary apartment for 3 months, owned by my friend. So that was lucky. And now I've been here for a couple of months. So I'm very happy to be settled here now. Because I've even put up... wrong side. But yeah, I've even put my guitars up. Well, my guitar and RJ's guitar up on this side. Yeah, short-term leases of... I'd been there for like 7 years. The problem is rent prices have skyrocketed here in Oslo. Because mine was set at a really low price to start with. Because she inherited my lease from her father. She decided that she wanted more money for it. But she can only increase the price on my lease by X amount, like so many %. So she decided to get rid of me and put somebody new in there instead, which fair, but I just wish I'd noticed the email beforehand. But yeah, so I've got my my display cases with my anime figures in there. There's one there, there's one on the opposite side here, and there's actually one over there. And even hung up the guitars. Although I haven't touched the guitar in about 6 months, so... Ooh, splashed up my nose. Before anybody asks, no, I can't. I love the guitar and I love learning, but I have not had the chance recently. Probably still cheaper than Greater London. Probably at this point, it wasn't that bad when I lived there about 15 years ago. Because I used to live in Wimbledon. I lived in London for about 5-6 years. But now I've been in Norway for the last 12, going on 13 years now. No, 12 years. Yeah, because I moved here in 2012, and now it's 2024. Actually, I still have my bit of a Kit Kat. I shouldn't have done that. It was way too difficult. I couldn't talk after that. But I do like eating that in the nastiest way possible. A couple of times over in Kingston, you'd definitely be paying sky. I wonder if that's the freaking cat out on the balcony again. Yeah, I don't know if I've been there. But yeah, now I can imagine the prices there are absolutely astronomical. But yeah. Let's see. Well, yeah. Vienna got the same. It's just a joke at this point. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm very lucky at this point because I'm paying, because originally I'd paid like 9,000 crowns, a little over, for my previous apartment. I'm kind of glad I'm out of that now because the humidity there was absolutely killer. The place was consistently at around about between. It was consistently around 80% humidity, so it was not great. When I eventually moved out, I found so much mold growing everywhere. Thankfully, I was able to remove most if not all of it. Although mold is an issue for the landlords to deal with, so that was her problem and not mine. Well, there we go. Let's put the glue back to get back the lid back on the glue. So yeah, now I can go back down to here. And yeah, I'm fairly happy with how these guys have turned out so far. Ah, wrong way. But yeah, they're a lot more fiddly to put together than the non-Primaris Terminators. For those of you not aware, Primaris are the bigger, stronger Space Marines. Because I have actually a non-Primaris Space Marine, Terminator Space Marine here, and you can see the size difference. And for those of you asking the question, oh, wrong way. The green parts are things that I sculpted myself. Am I going for Blood Raven colours? No, I'm going for Blood Angels. Because that's what I've got here. Ah, no, come back. Stay. Bad. There we go. So yeah. Because I've got the Blood Angel heraldry there. It's just I like paying my painting even my Blood Angel colours a little darker, because I really don't like bright reds. It annoys me. And I really like the +2 strength and +1 attack on a charge. So I like just running in and absolutely atomizing the enemy. I just realised now that there's a little bit of silver that went over onto the armour plate, so I can clean that up later. That's not a huge issue. But yeah, because that's my Brutalist Dreadnought, and I've got my my Redemptor over here. He's over here for now, out the way. And these Terminators are eventually going to be painted up like this guy. The main issue that I've got at the moment is I'm running dangerously low on these Blood Angel transfers. I have just enough for the ones that I've got right now, for the ones that I need to paint up right now. Which are, where is he? Let's go with you. I've got the jump pack intercessors. So as you can see, I start off with them being painted black, and then I work up the colours to like I start off with a dark red and then go for a light red. But these ones, as you can see, they've got the Blood Angel shoulder pads on them already, so that I don't have to put transfers on, because I really like that. And this one's even got an old Blood Angel shoulder pad that I still had knocking around with me in my bits box. And after those, I've also got a couple of these guys. Yeah, because that was the heraldic shield I was looking for earlier. I know I have another one, I just can't find the box where it is. I put it around somewhere. So I've got a couple more. I've got 6 more of these Infernus Marines. I've even got the unique one that came with one of the other starter sets. Because then I can swap and change out which ones have whether or not I have a 10-man squad or if I have a 2 5-man squad. So I can have one can be a sergeant. But yeah, okay. The question is, do I feel like doing a little bit of painting right now? Because if I do, I need to move these guys out the way. And put something to protect my desk down. So, thankfully I've prepared it all already. So, you know what, bugger it, let's give it a go. Let's see how well this works. Let's move you guys out the way. Put you over here to dry. Or to set, I should say. Because these, I'm going to wait until either tonight or tomorrow before I deal with these, because I need the poly cement to set more correctly. The question is, how hungry am I right now? Well, I ate a whole pizza before I went on stream, so I'm okay for the time being. I'm probably going to start with the Infernus Marines because they're less of a pain in the ass. But first, I need something to put down. Even in death, I still serve. Yep, indeed. Oh yeah, this is the set that I actually got that Marine from. So yeah, I like using these to keep things... Yeah, there we go. Let's just put that onto the keyboard. There we go. Yeah, get rid of you. Oh well. That worked. Not. Okay, where's my dinky little... There it is. I'm going to try out a couple of new brushes I picked up the other day. I actually picked up a synthetic dry brush because I have no idea how this works. I've never used a synthetic brush before. Oh, there we are. There we are. These are the two paints I usually start with, because I start from black, and then the first colour I use is Corn Red. And then after that, I work over to Mephiston Red. So, let's get some little bits of paper towel. Let's put you there under the mouse for now. And, do I want a bigger brush or do I want a slightly smaller brush? I'll go for the slightly bigger brush, I think. Because it'll last longer. So, do you like the little paint mixing machine thing? I was about to say bartender shake, but RJ would probably get upset with me because how inaccurate that statement would have been. And then I like to take off some of the paint because I'm going for a dry brush. And then let's see, that should be enough. Like a Polaroid picture, yeah. Because what I do here is I like to have it so it's just enough it's missing out all the little crevices in my hand. Now I'm not entirely sure if this is the right consistency, but we'll work it out in a minute. So I'll start on the backpack. So as you can see, it's picking up the higher areas and leaving the recesses. And the reason I was going for a slightly larger brush is because it holds a bit more paint but keeps it at the same dryness and the same amount on the brush for longer. And that's running a little low now, so let's top up again. It's one of the reasons I like this technique as well, is it doesn't use a great amount. That's a little more than I had before. It doesn't use that much paint, and not only that, but it dries very quickly. And then I can concentrate on areas that I don't think have enough colour on them. Like right now, his arm here doesn't have a lot of colour on there. So then, just focus a bit more on there. Now it's got enough colour on there. On the back of the legs. Get a little bit into the recesses, not the recesses, but like under the plates and so on. I feel like the top of the backpack needs a little more. and just try and make sure that it's as consistent as possible. So there's a bit I missed. The little tacet here was missing some. Question is, do I need to put more on the brush? Getting motivated now to finally put together a Babylon 5 station, but should take care of the shelf for it first. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I need a bit more. It feels like it dries a little faster on this synthetic brush than it does on the actual traditional brushes. Yeah, there we go. That little tacet piece has got enough on there for now. The knee pattern feels like it needs a little bit more, as does the inner section of the inner shin here. There we go, and that's the first bit of red dealt with. Now I realise me putting this pictured thing on the bottom is probably a bit of a mistake, maybe, but we'll see. So all the recesses and all the the recessed parts of the armour are still dark. So now what I will do is I will remove most of the paint from this brush, dry it off, and then move over to the Mephiston red. Now this one I don't quite need as much, because we're going to be going over the same areas, but we're going to be using less because this is a lighter. So we're going to have less on the brush. So actually I should probably move this over. What I'm doing is I'm using the paper towel to remove a bit more of the paint, because you can see the shade difference between the Khorne red and the Mephiston red. The Mephiston red is a lot lighter. So now we have that, I can go over the top of the backpack. You can already see that in certain areas it's already starting to look a lot brighter. So and what this does is, because I'm doing two different reds, it basically a lighter red and a darker red, it builds up the sense of it being a 3D model, and basically the sense of depth. I realise I'm actually leaning onto the desk, so it's creating a big massive freaking wobble. So note to self, Chaos, do not lean on the desk when you're doing this. And that's the red sorted on this guy. So if I hold it up a little easier, and probably try... The next job will be to re-block out all the dark areas again, or all the sections that I want to be black again. But I'm probably going to do that later, because leaning over on this desk like this is killing my back. Oh, yeah, very quick and easy. Oh, crying out loud. You know what, let's do the re-blocking out of the black section, and I think I'll call the stream there. Right, let's get my starter brush. So this one is a lot smaller. But next I need... Oh, where is it? Yeah, that one. Once you get past 30, everything is a back kill. Oh, I know. I'm aware. If it was only past 30, I wouldn't be mind so much, but I'm past 40 at this point. I'm 41 this year. I already feel like an old fart. So I don't need to dry this one off too much, so just spreading it out a little bit so that it makes it easier to move. So this one, we're having it on the chest eagle. That's going to be re-blacked out. You're not even talking about it. Yep, I know, RJ, you're an old fart. We all know. It's fine. I have to be a bit careful at the moment because the lighting for me here is not as good as I'd normally like to have it. Because I usually sit behind me on my sofa, there, with next to the window with the everything open. You have a chronic ileus, so your back feels like it's made of twigs. Oh yeah, I cannot even imagine how much fun that is not. Let's re-block out the whole pistol. And even the pistol grip. I'm just trying not to get it over too much of... I'm trying to avoid the areas that I've turned red already. My plan is to get these 16 Marines painted up by this weekend. I can easily do them in one evening, or one afternoon, or one day. But it just requires me to be a bit more motivated. This one I'm going to have as a sergeant, I think. The main difference here is the sergeant has... Oops. That went a little bit over, more than I wanted it to, but I can fix that later. Very delicate work, it is indeed. Well, this is 27 years of practice that you see here with the delicate work. Since I've been painting these models like this on and off since I was 13. And as most people that come into the 40k hobby, I did actually start off with Space Marines, so they're the models that I have the most experience with. There we go. So there I've re-blocked out. I've re-blocked out the centre of the shoulder pad there, because sergeants actually have the centre part of the shoulder pad is actually black for sergeants. If it's not a sergeant, it's usually the trim is black, or not. It depends. I like to have a little bit of black in there to help kind of tie in a lot of the colours and tone down the red even more than it already is. Because I don't like having my models be too bright. Because why would you walk onto a battlefield being bright neon yellow or not bright neon green? I don't know, that really bugs the crap out of me. Plus, look, as you can tell by looking at me, I really do like black. It's my favourite colour. And before you actually, black is not a colour, I know, but I still like saying it's a colour, so bugger off. So that's those. Now, back onto the backpack. And the lowest section of the backpack here, because this is going to be silver. And metallics always work best off of a black base, at least in my experience. I was just about to type it. Games Workshop doesn't seem to be doing too well at the moment. I wonder if some of the big toy makers like Hasbro will take over. No idea. I guess we'll find out, but hopefully nothing bad will happen until after I get all my models that I want. After that I don't mind as much. Makes sense because of Hasbro, because of Wizards? Yeah, maybe. But then you know what will happen. It'll be which universe would win more then? Dungeons and Dragons or Warhammer 40,000? 40k. 40k always wins these arguments. It's like, who would win, 40k or Star Wars? 40k. Well, they have the Death Star. And? But they can destroy a planet. Yeah, but it takes an entire space station to do it. Yeah, not sure how much 3D printing impacts on that. But yeah, I remember one of our guys was, one of our old Wolfpack members was wanting to play more 40k. I think he was playing Tau or something. Oh, sorry, just realised I wasn't on camera. And he didn't want to give money to Games Workshop, so he was trying to 3D print everything. Which is fine, I suppose. I prefer to support them because my friend is actually the manager of one of the stores. And I like the kits and so on because they're very well put together, and they're very nicely detailed. Plus, for me, it's nostalgia, I suppose. Like I said, I've been doing this for like 20 odd years at this point. But there are some third-party add-ons for these which are kind of cool, like you can get like gouts of flame coming out the flamethrowers and so on, or missiles being fired, or hard light shields to 3D print out and add to the models, which are really cool. They use a lot of them on the website, the YouTube channel I follow called Play on Tabletop. And I'm tempted, but I really can't be bothered. It's too much effort. I make a lot of effort in other ways. And yeah, I saw someone just type something, I'll be checking it in a second. So, it's Gamescom. You are not allowed to get your phone close to the models anymore because of their scanning capabilities. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I remember one of the offices that I used to work in. We used to get called to work in every so often. Back in the day, they used to use the Xbox camera thing, the Kinect. That was it. They used to use that to scan items, and that worked quite nicely, I suppose. I don't remember what they were scanning, but they used it for that because it had the two eyes, or the two lenses, so you could see how far things were away from it. Let's get the underplate, the under armour, the underlayer. So we're painting his butt. It's sexual harassment. Yeah, shut up. You're a bloody model. If GW remastered the first series of Dawn of War, he'd be like, shut up and take my money. Dawn of War, which one was that one? Oh yeah, it's Dawn of War 2 is where you had the Blood Ravens. Yeah, I kind of like that series, the Dawn of War series. Let's actually get this little Tyranid Spore thing black as well. And maybe the rest of the base, come to think of it, since I'm here already, because I'm going to be making that grey. And then there's the sand, so the concrete will be grey and the sand will be brown. It doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be less noticeable red so it doesn't show through when I dry brush over the... Well, I don't exactly dry brush, I overbrush. Because dry brush is where you have very, very little paint on your brush. Overbrushing is you have more paint on the brush. But it's still not enough to sink into the recesses. Oh, yeah, still off on the side of the camera, because I keep forgetting where that thing is. Too busy paying attention to the actual model and not what I'm doing, not where you guys can see. I think that's mostly really blocked out, but I need to get the purity seal on the leg. That's a little bit too much. A lot of people would actually thin the paints out, but I never got into that habit. I know it's probably better practice, but I just never got into doing that. So thinning paints out to me just feels weird and feels wrong. I know I possibly get better coverage, but yeah, it also means I have to do more coats. Okay, so let's have a look. Anything? Oh yeah, there's a couple of pouches that's missing there. There's a pouch and a grenade by the look of it. I didn't get much red on them, so it's don't need too much. Let's see. Anything else I'm missing? Nope, looks good. So then that's that. That's all the black reblocked out again. And because he's basically just a standard grunt, mostly, I'm not going to bother highlighting the black too much. If he was a character model, I'd highlight everything. But because he's one of the rank and file, I don't bother because you don't spend too much time looking at them. The main thing I need to do now is add the silver in for the metallic parts of the gun. The brassy kind of look to the end of the Pyre Blaster. Some more silver over here, bit of silver down here, and a little bit of extra red maybe. The paper, like the parchment looking colour on, on the purity seal, and the green for the wax, and also green for the eye lenses, and the second purity seal over here, and then a little bit of brown maybe for the pouches and so on, but I might end up leaving them black, I don't know yet. I can't remember what I did with my other Pyre Blasters, my other Infernus Marines. You know what, let's check. Which one? Is it you? Yes, it is. So, here we go. Here's one I finished earlier. So, the question is, yeah, I actually went for brown on the pouches. And then we've got the Blood Angel transfers, as well as the company markings. But also, it shows up a little bit more on the camera here, but I also have a little bit of purple discoloration at the end of the Pyre Blaster, to show like the heat discoloration. And you'll also notice if I hold these up side by side now. Oh, wait, there we go. Right, about there. The red on this guy looks a little bit more deep than the red on this guy. That's because after I apply the varnish, it kind of makes the red pop a bit more. Yep, the gun looks great. I'm glad to hear that. So, yeah. Alright, you know what, bugger it. Let's finish this one, and then we can call the stream after that. So what do I need? I'm going to need a couple of greens. Let's just get out what I need first. You know what, let's grab it over here, be way easier. That's War Boss green. I've got a darker one, so I've got Vulcan green somewhere. Is it over there? Nope. Vulcan green. There it is. I also need Moot green. You shall be bone. Is that the one? Yeah, that's what I've been using. I also need the brown, which is over here. Mornfang brown. What else was it? I needed lead belcher. No, sorry, not lead belcher. Iron hand steel, even. Let's read that one. Oh yeah, we need that one as well. Which is not over here. There it is. Balthazar gold, and then I have another silver somewhere which I need. Grey Knight steel. And no, not Nuln. Actually, I'll take Nuln oil, otherwise known as skill in a bottle. There we go. Druchii violet. That's the last one I wanted. I think that's all the colours I want now. It sounds like a lot of steps here, and it kind of is. It also kind of isn't. I'm not using much of each of these. Next one is going to be the Iron Hand Steel. So again, with the Polaroid shake. Skill in a bottle? Yeah. It's a take the piss term, RJ. Nuln oil is a black shade. So it's like an oily. And you can see just how not very viscous this is in the bottle. It's you throw it over anything and it settles into the recesses. So it's like a lot of painters will just like paint their model in like in base colours and then dip the whole thing in like Nuln oil. Oh, freaking seat! If I push you over this way, stay over that way. Okay, there we go. Right, oh, that's Grey Knights. Don't want that one. I want this one. So it's like does the complete opposite of what I do. I start with black and I build up all the highlights. A lot of people start with the base colours. There it is. Let's dry off my brush. Start with the base colours and then shade down using inks and washes, which I really do not like doing. And I really should not leave that in the... There we go. Let's do some proper brush maintenance. Right, so, where is it? Yeah, that should be fine. A little bit of silver now. Budget up Tailspire to continue on that project. Yeah, righty. So, by that, I suspect you're not going to be talking to me too much. Fine. I know when I'm not wanted. Let's start off with the Pyre Blaster. There's a little bit too much on this brush actually, but thankfully I can fix that with a little bit of Nuln Oil later. Because I like to use Nuln Oil to kind of just add a little bit extra depth to metallic areas. I don't like to use it for much else. Well, you got enough monitor space for both. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so... Ah, okay, I see how that goes now. I see how that functions, in theory. Yeah, I didn't continue on much further beyond that. Okay. And the majority of that gun is going to be black for now, for the time being. Next is going to be on the backpack. And again, I'm making sure that I don't have that much paint on the brush, so that when I'm dragging over, it's literally just staying on the raised areas and staying out to the recesses. But I've got more on than I did before, so it's not just staying on the edges like it did before. Time for the pistol. But if I do end up having it go into some more of the recesses, like I said, this is where the Nuln Oil comes in. Ah, bugger. Oh well, I wasn't meaning to have that bit be silver, but it's fine. It's a very small section, so it's not going to be that noticeable. Oh, I didn't actually drill out the pistol hole on this one. Oh well, it's fine. Maybe I'll do it at a later point. Because usually, on the weapons, I like to use my little pin drill. And drill out the barrel. But I think I forgot on this one because it's only one. I haven't done it on the librarian either because I forgot on that one as well. And let's get... Because now the brush has got dry enough to be basically dry brushing. So now I can focus on the little relic that's hanging off his belt. And that will only pick up the edges. So yeah, there's that now. Anywhere else? Oh yeah, on the base. There's that little bottle that needs to be silver. Move a bit more paint. And then, just top to bottom. And that's the bottle. Now I think I'm mostly done with the silver. I don't really see anything else that I want to have silver right now. Unless I'm blanking entirely on it, which is entirely possible. But I don't think I am. So let's get the metallics off there. The main reason I go for the silver right now is because it's like the colour that's the current largest amount I'm going to be using. Because normally I would prefer to work with non-metallics first and then move over to the metallics. Because the metallics like to leave like a little... Because the reason they are metallic is they basically have like tiny bits of glitter. Like very microscopically sized... Oh, not microscopically sized, but very small sized glitter. And this is Balthazar Gold, so I need a bit more on the brush. And then I can take it off more, so I need to be covering a greater proportion of the bristles. And that's basically all I need. Take a bit off. And this is going on to the flame guard, basically the guard, on the Pyre Blaster. So that's the edge there now. But that's definitely not finished yet. But let me just double check. I'm pretty sure that's all I need that particular colour for. Yeah, it is. And the reason I'm putting it in my mouth is just to get the point back again. Although this is kind of a crappy brush, it's just a starter brush. I have got some better brushes here. So I have got some better brushes. This one's a base brush, base S. But I ain't using that until I need it for specific things. Now what do I want next? Now I want the Granite Steel. A slightly lighter silver. I literally just need that much. Not even that much actually, because I actually need even less. So I'll take some more of that off. And that goes over this now, which picks up on the edges and makes it helps it look a little bit more three-dimensional and worn. So that's that. Next will be... Wait, I actually need one more paint. Oh, go back here. Oh, Kislev Flesh. Yeah, I had a little bit of an accident with this one. As you can see. Clean that off a little bit. Oh yeah, wait, first. The Polaroid shuffle. And again, we don't need much. I'm using this to pick out. Actually, probably need even less than that. Actually, I want it to be a bit drier. This is going to be used to pick out the parchment from the purity seals. We've got 2 of those. So there's one. And there's the second one. Oops, I actually overshot and went a little bit onto the red armour. That's not a huge issue, we can fix that quite easily. And I've lost my... There it is, right behind the microphone. Go back to corn red. Just need a tiny little spot. And then just okay, maybe a little more. Yeah, there we go. You can see a little spot in there, but I'll tone that down a little bit of the skill in a bottle. So after that, I want Ushabti Bone. Is that Ushabti Bone? Yeah, Ushabti Bone. I'm probably pronouncing that horrendously badly. Again, we don't want much. And very little. So I may or may not have pre-ordered Dawn Trail. I have no idea what that is. But as long as you're going to have fun with it, that's all that matters, and I'll be happy for you. And it's picking up a little bit more highlight on these little parchments, just making them look a little bit more pale. New expansion for 14. Alright, fair enough. Wait a sec. Bugger. Forgot the skull on his chest piece. That's fine. Because that's a different texture, we'll start off with Ushabti dust. Was it dust? Bone, even. We'll start off with that. Again, I'm trying to skip out on the recesses. Like, I don't want to accidentally put any paint into the eye sockets. There we go. So that's the little skull on the chest eagle. Are there any other skulls that I forgot about? I don't see any others. Yep, no, looks good. Let's go to that. Right, what's next? Next will be the green. Dark green. So Vulcan green first. Yeah, speaking of MMOs and so on, like Final Fantasy, I want to get back into Guild Wars 2 a bit later today. So actually playing through the latest expansion, the Secrets of the Obscure. And for this dark green, we're going over the purity seals, the actual wax seals here. I'm basically just rubbing the brush over and it'll pick out the high points of it. I can't exactly. Yeah. Now I actually twist it around, I can see that more. Soto felt a bit small. I mean, smaller than it would have been. Well, it was being released quarterly. You do get. Where's my Vulcan green gun again? I've lost the Vulcan green. Where's the Vulcan green? Where the flaming hell have I put the damn coal? No, that's non-loyal. There it is. Yeah, Soto did feel a bit small. Yeah, I get that. But that was only the first bit. We just recently had the second big update, like the third part of it. So yeah, it is bigger than it was. But the main reason is I want to get through to part 14. So I can start using the new weapons. But even compared to most Living World weapons, it felt so, yeah, fair. We still have one more chunk of content for it, so I'm going to wait and see how it feels after all of it. But I can't fault you for thinking that. Right, now on to War Boss Green. And again, just a tiny little amount. Because again, all I want to do is just rub it over the exposed areas. And just highlight these. These purity seals. Okay. Let me think. What else am I missing now? I need a bit of brown. Mornfang brown. I thought Naos would have been a bit more like the maps in... You know what? I'm forgetting that acronym right now. Icebrood Saga. Okay, yeah. And for some reason I was thinking that, but I couldn't remember what it was called. So yeah, no, I was thinking that is what I was thinking, but you know, I'm crap. So, but yeah, the Icebrood Saga maps were freaking huge. But that was kind of the Icebrood Saga was like halfway between an expansion and a living world, even though it was closer to living world than it was anything else. And that's the brown on the holster at the back. Actually, since I've got the brown out right now, actually no, I won't do that yet. I'll do that after. I'll have to come back to the brown later because I need to do grey first, which I realise I don't actually have out. There we go, Celestia Grey. Living World Seasons 3 and 4 were massive too, though. Yeah, they were indeed. And with this, I'm picking out all the concrete. Just being careful not to try and avoid the bottom of the boots now. Okay, that seems a very watery. I think I'll have some residual water left over on my brush. I'll swap that out for another brush then. There we go. Got an old, small base brush. That should be bone dry at this point. And the question is, where the hell have I just put the... There we go. Now, the only issue with the techniques that I use for painting here is they absolutely demolish your brushes. I go through brushes like nobody's business. One of the reasons why I'm trying out the synthetic brush, see if it lasts a bit longer. Because dry brushing is like it's a technique that destroys your brushes, but it's the technique I latched onto when I first started learning to paint. So I'm not going to be changing my my painting habits now. And there we go. That's the concrete covered. I'll need to actually no, there's a little bit on the sides here that needs to be done still. So rub the brush, rub it over the edge here, and you'll see that the paint slowly starts to accumulate up on the raised ridges. Old dogs, indeed. Let's block out the black sections again on the base, because then after that they are going to be having a little bit of silver and some browns, and a little bit of green in one spot. There's a small little bit of Tyranid biomass here. Because this came from the starter sets where it's the Space Marines versus the Tyranids. There we go, and there's a little bit of steel rebar poking out. That needs to be reblocked out in black. I've massively lost the point on this brush now, and I can't tell. Yeah, I can't tell what that piece. There's a little bit of raised texture somewhere. I can't exactly tell what it is, so I'm going to cover that over in black as well, just to be safe. I'm not sure if it's a stone, a shell casing, or something else. It's entirely possible it's a shell casing, but I can't tell with this light. I could turn the light up, but then all of a sudden I would be even more washed out than I already am. So yeah, I'm in a bit of a catch-22 right now. But yeah, there we go. That's the base reblocked out again. I'll wait for that to dry before I move on. But I'm going to have to swap out to a different brush again now. And go for... Nope, not that one. Is it this one? Nope, definitely not that one. Which one was it? Was it you? Well, you're a newer version of it. But yeah. One of me tiny little brushes. And what I want this time is moot green. And this one, again, I just need a tiny little spot. A little bit more than that, however. Because now we're doing a really fiddly bit. We are doing the helmet lenses. And the main reason I don't want too little is because if we do too little, it dries way too fast on the brush, and then you're just kind of grating the dry paint around inside on the model. That's one. Sorry. Holding my breath while I do it. There we go. That's the lens is done. Try and keep the point on that one as much as possible. And the next thing I'm going to want to do is a small wash. So I can move on back to my crap type brush. Since this is actually a wash brush, I believe. Shade brush, yes it is. But I use it for dry brushing a lot, so this is the purple wash. The violet wash. So I'm putting this over like 2/3 of the Pyroblast. So you can see it a little bit. When that dries, I'm going to put a second load on, but only up until about that point. So like about 1/3 up the length of the Pyroblast. So it starts a lot less at the tip, at the base, and by the time it comes to the tip, it's a lot darker. Or at least that's how it looks, because that's how we did it with this one. Because you can see there's very little in the back here, but by the front it is actually there's a bit more to it. So that's that. Now, question: is the base dry enough? Yes, it is. So we need to go back to the Mornfang Brown. I'll use the same brush now actually, because this will behoove me better. And I want a bit more paint on the brush. I'll start off with less. Simply because I'm just going to drag it over the black section still, just to build up a little bit of brown dirt colour. Ah, okay. Now I see what else is there. I can see a little bit more clearly now that I've actually added some highlight there. And then there should be a little bit around the back as well. Try and avoid accidentally catching the black sections. So the grey sections even. And then next, actually, get a good amount of paint on the brush here. And start actually painting the edge of the base. Because I have to do two I've accidentally skipped over and got a bit of the concrete covered there, but oh well, it's fine. It's a lighter colour, so I can just go over that with grey again, and you won't notice it. So that's nice. But yeah, I know it. If you say anything, I know it doesn't look that even right now, but that's fine. This is on the first coat. We will be going over the second one later. There we go. That's the first. You know what? I've got a little bit of extra paint on the brush. I might as well just go for a second little. Like a past 1.5, just to kind of even it out a little bit more. There we go. So it's already starting to look mostly done. But we still have a few more bits of detail to do. Dry this as much as humanly possible for now, because then I'm going to close that one off, and then we're going to go for the Ushabti bone again. Again, just a tiny. Oh wait, no, actually, it's starting to separate out again. Quickly grab a second piece, and again now we're going to take off quite a bit this time, because I only want it to come off on the really high raised areas. So dragging it over the browns areas again, just add a little bit more texture in there, as you can see. On the back here as well, we're going to be doing that here and here. One square, yeah, one square is 5 feet, yes. So one model base is 5 feet. There we go, that's that done. And now I can go picking out some of the bits back in black and Celestra Grey. Stay. Thankfully I do have a second Abaddon Black, because I'm actually very low on black right now. But yeah, I notice now there is actually a through line here of rebar. So there we go, that's a cross of rebar there. And there's another piece of rebar on the back here, coming out from the reinforced concrete. Okay, so that's that. Now I need a touch of Celestia Grey. Again, because I spotted there's a bit that I could do with being grey now. Now again, I only need a tiny amount. And that's going to be this piece here. There we go. And there's also a little bit still of red around the back here, on the back of its foot. I was a bit iffy about getting a bit too close with the grey. There we go, that's that. Now I just need a touch of silver. This will be back to the iron hands. Yeah, there we go. That's that closed properly now. Yep, iron hand steel. A little touch of this. And just pick out the rebar. It's too small for me to dry or overbrush this much, so I'm just going to dab some silver on there, and then I'll put a bit of bottled skill on to help tone it back down again. Also go over the top of this dropped canister again, because I'm pretty sure there's some actual highlighting that I went over by accident with the brown and the bone that I can't see. So there we go, that's covered that over again. Let's go for the Druchii Violet one more time. And I need that brush again. As I said before, we're just going for the third connect towards the end of the Pyre-Blaster now. And that's that. What I'd like to do is get some kind of cyan to go over the very, very tip, so it actually looks properly like the heat distorted, but I can't find a cyan wash. At least not with Citadel. I'll have to have a look somewhere else. So that's that one. Now I need the dreaded Nuln Oil, the infamous skill in a bottle, and we are just going to be putting this over some of the metallic areas. So on the base, let's go over there. We can there. Let's go over there. The rebar, a little bit of rebar around the back as well, up here as well, and on the silver sections on the pistol and the Pyre-Blaster. Well, let's get a good amount out. This should be all I need. I don't like dumping this over a whole model. That just feels very low skill. And it also doesn't look very good when you get to the end of it. Okay, so over the grip there, here, a little bit there. Mainly just to tone down the silver. And I can put a little bit on the little pendulum at the front here. And that's basically... Oh, wait, no. There's a bit there, because I had a little bit too much silver the first time, so that's toning that down. And let's put a little touch over the little 2 bits of Celestial Grey that I put in after I dry brushed everything else, because they were a little bit too bright in comparison to the rest of the Celestial Grey. And basically we're mostly finished now. All I need to do now is go one more round with the Mournfang Brown around the edge of the base, and it's basically finished. Ha! Pun totally not intended right there. So this coat is just to tie everything together now around the outside so it doesn't look all streaky. And to remove any of the little extra bit of highlighting from the bone colour that we used. Well, I say we're mostly finished. There is actually one more step left to go, which we can go and do, but it means I have to go and grab something out of the kitchen. Excuse me. Which we might as well do that now, actually. I'll just need to go and find the bits that I need for it. Because, you know, it'll be a nice little thing to do. Okay, well, with paints, we are virtually finished, so I can put those away now. What was that? That was that. Okay. So paint-wise, he's virtually finished, and considering that we started with pure black, it hasn't taken us all that long. We've been streaming for basically a little over 3.5 hours, but that's putting together a bunch of Terminators as well, especially with the fiddly little Cyclone missile launcher. But I'll be back in a moment. I need to go grab something from the kitchen. And I am back again, and what I needed to go and get from the kitchen was just this little small plate, so I could put a little bit of water in it. And the reason we needed the water is because I'm going to apply a couple of transfers now. We've got the little yellow Blood Angels chapter symbol, and we've got one little Blood Angels blood drop. So, the question is, where the hell have I put my scissors now? It doesn't matter. It's fine, so let's just drop that on top. Do the same with the other one. And find my tweezers, wherever the hell I put them. Here we go, there they are. And this is clean and dry. This is clean enough that I can use that, so that's fine. So what I'm waiting for at the moment is for the paper on the transfers to soak through. Now, if I remember correctly, the Blood Angels logo symbol needs to go on this side, and yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's the same as on this guy. So, first things first, let us see if the... Come here. Give me your little git. Yeah, it's moving. Okay, good. Because now, what we wanted to do is to have it get wet enough that we can actually move the transfer off of... Oh, wait. If we can actually have the transfer move around on the piece of paper. Because now we can basically just drag it over off of this. You know what, it's going to be easier if I just put it down. And then slide the blood drop off. There we go. Now that's not aligned at all. That's fine. Just have a little bit more water on the brush to wet the area around it to start it aquaplaning. Because then we can just nudge it around until it is positioned in a way that I am happy with. Needs to go a little further back, I think. Yeah, that looks way better. So that's looking quite nice. It's well placed. So now, take the favourite towel and just dab it down. So now that's not going to be moving too readily. The next thing will be to get the Blood Angels chapter symbol onto this shoulder pad. So we can get rid of that little piece of surplus paper. Grab you, like so. Oh, no! I dropped it. Yeah, it's going to be a pain in the butt. Let's move you a bit further up so I can just drop you there for the moment. It's going to be a little bit awkwardly placed right now for you guys to see, but that's fine for the moment. Apologies, I just need to do this quickly. Just need to transfer that over. There we go, that's that. So now it's actually on the shoulder pad, and we can start dabbing it around and moving it into the right location. Put a bit of water further around so that it'll actually aquaplane more around the area. Then I can dry my brush off and actually maneuver it into position. Come on, a bit further up. Come on, go. Right, fine, I need more water. Screw you. There we go. Looking mostly good. Actually, wait, it needs to slightly raise to one side. A little bit further forward there. Now that's looking way better, I think. Well, I'm just imagining things. It looks fine, I think. Okay, so let's dab that off. The dabbing's doing two things. One, it's drying the water up from around it, so it will no longer aquaplane around the outside, around the pad, the shoulder pad. And it's also pressing the transfer flat against the curve of the model. But I don't want to press too hard because I don't want to tear the transfer. And that's looking quite nice. So yeah, Sergeant is looking quite quite nice if I do say so myself. Now normally I wouldn't be painting one marine and one marine. Normally I would be doing a production line. But my back is disagreeing with me right now, so I am going to be calling this basically here. I need to wait for the shoulder pads and so on to... You remember how much those were a pain in the ass 30 years? Yeah, I remember that as well. That's why I was very reluctant to start to use transfers. But they seem to be a lot better than they were back in the day. Now, the main thing I need to do now is be careful with this guy now. So I'll just do a little bit more dabbing. Because I have to wait until the transfers are fully dry. And then I can just spray some varnish onto him. And it'll be fully sealed and the shoulder the transfers will be fully set. So yeah, overall I'm actually overall I'm fairly happy with how this has turned out. But yeah, like I said, my back is now arguing with me, so I am going to be getting ready to drop off just now. But before we do that, let's show the comparison between these two. Because as you can see, this one on this one I did before, its red is a little bit more. The red pops a little more, but that's just because the varnish helps it show through way better. But yeah, that's not bad. After this, I've got another 5 of these and Furnace Marines to do, but we'll do that as another time. And I've got 10 of the... Here we go. I've got 10 of the Jump Pack Intercessors to paint up. So I'll be doing those later on this week. I don't know if I'll be doing it on stream because I'll probably be doing it sitting watching, just watching something on the TV behind me. Let's go over here now. There we go. I'll just be sitting on the sofa back there with some natural light because it'll be way easier to see what I'm doing then. Because this is interesting, but it's good. It's easier for you guys to see things, but it's very difficult for me to see because the lighting for me, it looks bright here, but it really isn't. So I need to get some actual natural lighting. But I'll take one final swig from my Blood Angel Stein. And then I am going to bid you all adieu because I need to go lie down for a minute because my back is killing me. And I need to wait for this guy to... dry fully so that I can take him out onto the balcony and clear coat him. But I might do that another day when everything else is dried so I can have a quick look over and see how he looks in natural light. But I'll most likely do some Twitter posts, or some X posts I should say, about my progress. So if you care about that and if you've enjoyed this, go check me out there. Because I usually post quite frequently there about my 40k progress. So yeah, thank you very much for joining. It's been an absolute pleasure, apart from the back pain. And I'll talk to you all another time. Hopefully I'll be back on stream again soon. I still need to set up my green screen again, so I need to hang that up behind me somehow. But that'll be dealt with at some point in the near future. So yeah. I'm going to go bugger off, lie down, and relax my back. So have a good day, people. I've been Commander Chaos Wolf. You guys, as always, have been epic. I will see you soon. Until next time, have a good one.